Hey there, welcome to day 1066 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar world, corporate world of business, to the online world of business. Today for Get Up and Go Challenge, day 29 of our 30-day free Get Up and Go Challenge, fifth one this year. Not the fifth challenge, but the fifth 30-plus day challenge this year. I don't know how many challenges I did this year. At least, I don't know, probably 10 or so that I personally led, and then other people's that I participated in. Yikes, I lost count, but probably 30 or so that I participated in at varying levels, just because I like to know what's going on, what people are doing. Challenges have become so popular online right now for a lot of reasons. They've been adopted as the marketing tool of the year probably, and so lots of people are doing them. So it's fun to see what they're doing with them. I don't agree or disagree with a lot of what other people are doing. I just know what I do with challenges. Some things I don't like that other people do, and I don't do those things. I just do my thing and they do theirs, and it's up to them. So today we talked about goals and goal setting. Why? It's the end of the year. Everybody sets their goals usually at the end of the year. Some of us work on them all the time. Other people, not so much. Some people set resolutions, New Year's resolutions, which, unless you turn them into goals and actually break them down and figure out how you're going to accomplish them, most people, give up and quit their New Year's resolutions within the first 2 weeks. I think it's, like 80% within the first couple of days, and then it's another 10% in the next few weeks. And it's, maybe 10% of people set a resolution or set a goal at the beginning of the year and actually achieve it or work toward it throughout the entire year. Very few, very rare. And that's okay. That's just how it is. Everybody's different. What works for you might not work for me, and what works for me probably won't work for you, because we have to figure out how to make things our own. One of the things that I've made my own a long time ago is goal setting. And I credit my father with teaching me about goals and goal setting. He worked at 3M for his whole career while running businesses on the side. I wonder where I get it. And he learned a lot in terms of personal development, management skills, leadership, goal setting, and things like that in corporate America. And of course, what do you do when you learn something new? You teach other people about it. Well, not only did he teach the people that he worked with about it, but he taught my sisters and my mom and I about goal setting as well. So I literally learned about goal setting, how to do it, the different types of goals, that they need to be written. You need to write them down. My dad always, until the year that he died, I remember the summer he died, him yelling down to the pool at my kids, write your goals down, because he knew how important it was. And I am glad to say my son definitely takes after him, and my daughter as well, but my son particularly takes after him with respect to goals and documenting and writing things down and breaking things down and working toward them. I think as do I. So we talked about goal setting today, and I actually showed how I break it down and do it. I have my big, hairy, audacious goals, which are my long-term, and I say 10-year goals, and I do them for each of the key main areas of and aspects of our life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, and contribution. Why? Because I learned that framework a long time ago, and it served me really well and worked for me, and it makes sure that I consider all the areas and aspects of my life. Why? Because 10 years ago, I thought I was considering them, but I wasn't really doing it. I was 90% on my financial well-being and businesses and work, and like 0.2% on physical, and mental and emotional, maybe 1 or 2%, and then spiritual 0.5%, contribution, a couple percent, and relationships, a couple percent. So I was a very unbalanced, very unhappy person, and that led to my physical destruction. I had a sudden cardiac arrest and died for a little bit of time. Was frozen and in a coma and brought back and all that. So here I am speaking as if nothing had ever happened. Well, maybe not. I guess I have a few twinges of ramifications from that, but for the most part, I am very much the same as I was before, except much more myself, much less stressed, much more relaxed, and much more focused. If you can believe that I just said I'm focused. It's kind of funny. All right, and then I take each of those long-term goals, I pick 1 to 3 max things that I'm going to work on in each of my areas for a year. Because why? Well, 7 times 3 would be 21. 21 annual goals, that's a lot. To me, that's like too many. So usually I have one main thing in each of those areas. So that's 7 goals. And then I break that down, down all the way to what am I going to do every day to help contribute to that goal. And then I have weekly goals, monthly goals, quarterly goals, and then my quarters are really more like years to other people. I have like 12-week or 90-day years. I call it 90-day pushes and 90-day years. So I have a big goal, a big annual goal, and then I have quarterly goals, then I have weekly, monthly goals and targets that I need to hit, and then I have weekly targets I need to hit in each area, and then I break that down to what am I going to do every day, or what am I going to ensure happens every day. For example, in business, I don't have to do everything myself, but what am I going to do to ensure that the things that need to happen to lead to the results I want each day and each week happen or are happening. You can do the same thing with habits. If I have some physical habits and I create physical habits on a daily basis that I know will lead to the result I want, which is exactly what I do, then I just have to worry about, do I do the thing that I say I'm going to do every day? And in my daily planner, my daily calendar, I have a space for what am I grateful for, what went awesome today, what went really well, did I do my daily thing in each of the areas and aspects of my life, yes or no? And if I didn't, well, why didn't I do it? Maybe it's somebody's birthday and I ate birthday cake, and that killed my 500 calories a day reduction that I was looking for to get my annual goal. Well, guess what? I can make up for that tomorrow by doing something different, maybe more exercise and less, no sweets or something for a couple of days. So it allows me to be flexible and adjust along the way, because I know I'm just working on the little things every day that will lead me to my big objective and my big goals. So I love goal setting. I think it's fun. I think that not enough people do it. I think people think that they can just think in their head what their goals are going to be, and then they'll magically appear. Doesn't really work that way. We need to put a little more plan, effort, and real energy against the things that we want in order to create. So that was a Get Up and Go challenge today. Fun challenge today was a physical challenge, and I found it a little bit disconcerting because it's a physical challenge. Let me peek in here and look at it. It's, again, a grid of estimating how many of different activities you think that you can do in a minute, and then actually doing them and finding out how many you did. I think there's 7 things listed, and I took a couple out because I don't have a basketball for dribbling, so that would be a difficult one for me to pull off. But it was jumping jacks, push-ups, baskets made, and dribbles were 2 different categories that are, I don't have a basketball or a basketball, but I could probably dribble my exercise ball, my big exercise ball. That would be funny. And I could throw baskets or crumpled up paper towel or something into, crumpled up paper towel, thank you, Bounty, into a basket of some sort and see if I can make them. Now, given that I'm visibly challenged, I'm visually challenged, that might be a tough one for me depending on where I put the basket. I might actually get 0 for not being able to see the basket. So that was kind of a fun one today. Only a few more days left of that. We are going to go beyond the 1-year mark because I said it would be 365 days. A paper towel gave me a tickle in my throat. Excuse me. To finish off this challenge, and we will start on our next challenge on the 1st. Because I want to finish at the end of 2021. I don't want to go into 2022 with the annual challenge. So I did this here because I started late because I ran over last year, and I decided instead of running over, I'll just have them both for a couple of days. And I've already dropped doing before I did my Supersize Your Business video every day, I would hop on my personal profile page on Facebook and I would practice the idiom or the expression that I was sharing the meaning of, just from a life standpoint. And then I took that and I applied it to how to grow and how to build your business for the Supersize Your Business page. And just a few days ago, I stopped doing that preliminary video because I feel like it just, it's good practice. And so the second one is always better. But instead of doing that, I've said, okay, I've done that for probably, I don't know, a year, the better part of a year or more. Do I need to keep doing that? Now, I like to do it before because that video would automatically share on the stories section of Facebook. So for me, it was just producing a story, and it was a way to converse with the people on my personal, the people I'm more connected with on my personal profile. But that doesn't happen anymore. It doesn't share automatically to to our stories. So since it doesn't do that automatically, I'd have to go in, create an extra step, and then share it to my story. I'd have to go in and find it. And instead of doing that, since I don't think it's a huge value add, since the topic was the same as my Supersize Your Business page, I've just stopped doing that one. I do the Supersize Your Business idiom. Or we're doing Proverbs right now. I'm going to do probably 100 days of Proverbs, because I think Proverbs are very applicable to our business life and how we run our business, how we show up in the world, how we grow our business. So for the next 100 days, I decided that a couple days ago, instead of searching alphabetically through this giant dictionary of words and idioms and expressions, I thought, okay, Proverbs have been around for, thousands and thousands of years, since like 700 BC. There might be some wisdom in those. Why don't we look at those and do those? So today was better late than never. Yesterday was when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So I think these are really good and applicable to growing our businesses and whatever it is that we're trying to achieve in life. Again, links to goals, right? So that was Supersize Your Business was on that. And I, again, like I said, I have stopped doing it on my profile page. When technology becomes more cumbersome than easy to spread the word and do things, or it doesn't do automatically what I want it to do, instead of continuing to do activities that aren't super beneficial to me or to other people, I just tweak it a little bit and change as I go along. So that means it's one less video to do a day. And for the beginning of the year, that will be awesome, because I'll be doing the two things of a year for at least, I think it's 8 days, probably 7 or 8 days. I'll be doing that, because that'll finish me off with one fun thing a day and get me into the whatever the next thing a day is going to be. The next thing a day is going to be a little deeper dive. It's going to be a little bit different. So it'll be fun. It'll be definitely fun, because as fun as it is to do the daily, whatever it is, the happy, the stretch your comfort zone, or one fun thing every day, it's as much for me as it is for anybody else that sees it or watches it, because that's one of my little ways to continue to grow and personally develop, to get up and go and keep moving, even though sometimes I don't feel like it. Lots of times we don't feel like it, right? It's like getting out of bed. Sometimes we don't feel like it, but we get up and go and we do it anyway. Because once we get moving, I always found that once I'm moving, I'm always feeling better than the energy, the impetus it takes to actually break the inertia and get moving. So I'm a big proponent in just take that first step. Get the heck in gear. Get going. I will admit that during the week of the holiday time, I have done little or no thinking about or work on the challenge summit. I want to do a challenge summit, but now everybody's doing challenge summits, and that doesn't mean I'm not going to do one. It just means I want to make sure ours is awesome, not just another summit. I want it to be awesome. And in order to be awesome, I want to find some people and resources that have incredible value to offer the people that tune in and listen, not just the circuit of the same people that are doing the challenges out there to promote their stuff in their business all the time. And I can think of several people like that I had thought about including in the challenge summit. And now I'm like, I don't want to, because they've appeared in all these other summits, which is great. Good for them. Great visibility and things. But my question is, who is the best person to come and talk about this aspect of challenges, or this application or use or particular nuance of challenges, not necessarily who's had their face out there the most, because I don't think that's the be all and tell all of what's really going to add the most value to the listeners, and that I can learn the most from. I'm looking to learn as well as create a summit, but then I'm always looking to learn. So that is what I'm working on today. That's what's going on. That's all I got. Have an absolutely amazing day. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. Again, I might not know the answer, but I guarantee I can help you figure out what the next thing to do right now is. All right, have an amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.